Okay, hi everyone. Today I'll try to do some chess puzzles, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, starting at 21 and 53 rating, and I'm trying the normal difficulty, and we'll see if this works. And I'll try to walk you through some of my thought process while doing this. So, this is an endgame, and let's start by looking at the material. White has 5 pawns, black has 5 pawns. The king positions are relatively equal, but the immediate thing I'm drawn to is obviously the passed white pawn. And one thing that comes to my mind is if I push this pawn, then white's king will probably step up. And in that case, we'll run out of moves, and we'll have to step away from this pawn. White will take, we'll walk up. The white king might go for this, and if we take, a walk, we step up, they take, we take, and now we have our own passed pawn. They'll take, we step away, they step away, we start pushing. We're here, queen. That looks nice. Okay, so let's repeat that. We push, they step up, we step away from the pawn, they take it, we step up. They start going for this side, we grab the pawn, they keep going. Okay, yeah, then we don't have access to this pawn. I think about this. Push, check here. And if we go here, their king is out of move, they have to step away, but they probably won't do that, they push. And in that case we'll go back, push again, we'll have this, they'll take, we'll take, they'll take, and then they'll win that endgame. Okay, so these are probably the only moves I'm considering currently. If you just go for this way, what happens then? We go, the king can't step up, so if they push, we move up. No, if they push, we don't move up. If they push, we probably take. They have to take with the king, we step up, and they're in Zugzwang. They have to move the king back, and then we grab. Okay, is that the right idea? Maybe. We go back with the king, looking to grab this pawn. They can't make any forward progress with their own king, so they only try, because this side is pretty much locked. It's a symmetrical position, on that side at least of the board. So we step back, and they push, and if we just step up, then they have connected passed pawns, and we don't like that. We can't make any progress, so we step back, and they push, we take, and they still can't move the king forward to these squares, so they'll have to take here. Looks like then the only logical move. They grab, we step up, protecting this pawn, and the king is here, protecting this, but the king cannot move to any of these squares because our pawns are controlling them, and they still can't do any of this stuff over here. Yeah, that looks like it. Looks like it. Go back, push, takes, move up. I'll probably have to move away, maybe back, grab this, and we promote this pawn. Okay, so that's just what we're having. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Got 15 points for that. Okay, so how did we get there? Here. Let's look a bit more back. Rook endgame. White goes for the file. Okay, so why didn't black just move here and get the... That's what I'm looking at. I think that might have been a mistake. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So the game did follow this. They grabbed, and then nothing happened. Okay. Let's try one more. Okay, so we're white, black has doubled rooks. They have 2 rooks and a knight, and 4 pawns. And we have 2 rooks, a bishop, and 3 pawns. So we're down a pawn, and we have a white bishop for a knight. So I don't like our king position because it's right in between our rooks. We ideally want our rooks connected, just like black's rooks. What we do have, however, is we're controlling the GH square. We can't do anything with that right now. But once our king gets out of the way for this rook, we might have some checking action going on here. That might be something. Okay, so let's just try and evaluate who's better right now. Obviously white should be better. It seems like the puzzles usually tend to go that way. Just take that. Moving the king somewhere to this or this square is what I'm first considering. But in either of these cases, I feel like either this or this rook is going to check our king away from that square. Or are they? Okay, this rook is obviously tied down to the defense of the knight. So if we go up to this square, let's try with the forward progress first. We go up, they can't check us with this rook because then we would take the knight and be up material. So let's say they go back with this rook. The knights are protected and the rooks are protected. The knight is protected and the rooks are protected. So we would have to go forward. We'd have 2 squares to go to. G3 and F4. So let's say we just stick with the plan of connecting the rooks. We move forward to F4. We jump into a fork from the knight. That doesn't look really pleasurable, or pleasant, I mean. And if we just go this way instead, go down here, they can't use this rook, so they would have to check with this rook. But in that case, we'd pick up the knight, And if they grab a rook, we simply recapture with the rook on the 6th file. Rank, I mean. In 6th rank. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at currently. We go back to F1, connecting the rooks, and if they check, we grab the knight, they grab our rook, we go back, and we'd put up a knight in that position, where we'd have a knight for a pawn. So that looks really nice. Is there something else? Because if you go here, the knight doesn't have any checks. The only check that's available is this check by the rook, but then we grab the knight, and that's good for us. Okay. I'm also curious about this bishop, going all the way to g8, checking the king. It would be much better if our rooks were connected, because in the current position they simply grab the rook, and I don't think that this discovered attack leads to much. The king could just walk away. So I pretty much think, and also something that's come up to my mind is this move, but it looks extremely terrible. The knight takes, we discovered attack, we grab the knight, get an exchange, they grab our rook. That's horrible. So I think it's this. And yeah, we're having just this exact variation. We grab the knight. Oh, okay. I did not look at this, however. Or I did not consider this. So we only have two options. Obviously we don't want to go to g3, because that would cut the connection between our rooks. And if we go here, they grab this, and we would lose our second rook. So we just go up, and then we recapture with the rook. Or do we? Yeah, because if we grab this rook on the e2 square, we leave this rook hanging. So we need to recapture immediately. Yeah, success. I'll give that one a thumbs up. And I think that's gonna be it for today. Nice. See you.